Today we're taking a look at AI, but not just in the general sense. We're looking at it specifically for folks like you, technical writers, documentation specialists, and IT pros, all those who work with information and tech every day.
That's right.
Our guide for this journey is an article by Curt Robbins, senior technical writer,
Yeah.
who, let me tell you, this guy knows his stuff.
Yeah, he's got a great resume.
Oh yeah, FedEx, Microsoft,
Hmm.
Wells Fargo. He
Wow.
really gets what this audience needs, and that's what we're going to unpack together.
Right.
AI, its history, and what it could mean for your career.
It's fascinating how AI isn't some brand new thing. It's actually like rooted in human history.
Oh.
Think about ancient myths, like remember Talos from Greek mythology?
Oh, yeah.
That bronze giant, protecting Crete.
Hmm.
An early concept of an artificial being.
Uh-huh. That's like a mythical security system.
Exactly.
That's a fun way to think about it. But of course,
Mhm.
AI as we know it today, well, it really started taking shape in the 20th century.
Absolutely. A great example is Alan Turing and his work on the Turing test in the 1950s.
Uh-huh.
Could you tell if you were talking to a machine or a human? That question is still central to how we understand AI today.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, what really separates human intelligence from artificial intelligence, you know?
Right.
But Turing was just the beginning.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
The Dartmouth Conference in 1956, that was a pivotal moment. I mean,
Okay.
that's where the term artificial intelligence was coined, officially putting AI on the map as a field of study.
So we've got ancient myths, Turing, this big conference. It feels like AI should be, like, super advanced by now.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling it wasn't all smooth sailing.
No, you're absolutely right. AI has a history of booms and busts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, periods of incredible progress followed by AI winters where things slowed down.
Almost like a fashion trend. One day it's hot, the next day it's out.
Exactly. Think
Yeah.
about early AI, its successes with problem solving and games. But limited by technology at the time, well, these early successes actually led to the first AI winter.
Huh.
Then, expert systems were all the rage in the 80s, powerful for specific tasks, but they too had their limitations.
It seems like each wave of AI innovation hits a wall, and then we have to, like, figure out a new approach.
Yeah.
What was the turning point that got us to where we are today?
Well, in the 90s, we saw this rise of machine learning.
Okay.
Instead of rigid rules, it was about algorithms that could learn from data.
Interesting.
This shift was fueled by more powerful computers and the ability to collect and analyze massive amounts of data.
So data became the fuel for this new era of AI.
Precisely. And that brings us to the deep learning revolution, where AI really started to take off in the 2010s.
Okay, and now things are getting really exciting. So what makes deep learning so different?
Well, it's all about learning from massive amounts of data using artificial neural networks.
Yeah.
It's not about pre-programmed rules, it's about recognizing patterns and making connections.
So instead of telling the computer exactly what to do, we're giving it the tools to learn on its own.
Right.
That's incredible.
Think about the impact of AlexNet. In 2012, it transformed image recognition. Computers could see in a whole new way.
Wow.
Facial recognition, self-driving cars using cameras to navigate. Deep learning made it all possible.
That explains why we can now unlock our phones with our faces. So deep learning is behind a lot of the technology we take for granted.
Yeah, and don't forget voice assistants like Siri and Alexa. They're getting more sophisticated every day thanks to deep learning algorithms that allow them to understand and respond to our voices.
It's amazing how these technologies have become so seamlessly integrated into our lives, but where does that leave us? Especially those of us in technical fields.
Right.
This is all great, but what does it actually mean for our work?
That's where things get really interesting. AI is transforming the very nature of work, and those in technical fields, like technical writers and IT professionals, well, they are right at the forefront of this change.
Okay, now we're getting to the heart of the matter. What trends should we be paying attention to?
One of the most intriguing is the pursuit of artificial general intelligence, AGI.
AGI.
The idea is to create machines with human-like intelligence.
AGI. That sounds like something out of science fiction. Are we talking about robots that can actually think like us?
It's still a long way off, and there's a lot of debate about whether it's even possible, but the very concept of AGI makes us think about what intelligence really means, both human and artificial.
That's a pretty deep philosophical question.
Yeah.
But let's bring it back down to earth for a minute. What about the impact of AI on our jobs?
Right.
Automation is a big concern for a lot of people.
You're right. AI is already automating tasks, and that trend is only going to accelerate.
Mhm.
From writing to IT support, more and more jobs will be impacted by AI.
So should we all be panicking right now?
Not necessarily. It's not just about jobs disappearing, it's about jobs evolving.
Okay,
AI will create new opportunities as well. The key is to be adaptable, to focus on skills that AI can't replicate,
got it.
and to embrace lifelong learning.
So instead of fearing AI, we should be focusing on how to work with it and adapt to the changes it brings.
Exactly. And for technical writers, this means thinking about how AI can enhance your work.
Yeah.
Imagine using AI-powered writing assistants that can help you generate content,
Oh, wow.
improve clarity, even translate your work into multiple languages.
That's amazing. AI could be like our co-writer,
Yes,
helping us create better documentation faster.
exactly.
It could free up time to focus on the more complex aspects of our work.
Precisely. And for IT professionals, AI can help automate those routine tasks, freeing you up to focus on more strategic challenges.
Right.
Imagine AI systems monitoring network performance, identifying security threats, even troubleshooting problems before they impact users.
Wow, that would definitely lighten the workload and give
Yeah.
IT professionals more time to focus on the big picture.
Yes.
But it also raises some important questions.
You're right. While AI can be incredibly powerful, it's not a magic bullet. We still need human oversight and expertise to ensure that these systems are implemented responsibly and effectively.
It's about finding the right balance between human intelligence and artificial intelligence.
Absolutely. And that's where the skills of technical writers and IT professionals become even more crucial. You're the ones who can bridge the gap between these complex AI systems and the people who use them. You can ensure that AI is implemented ethically and in a way that truly benefits everyone.
So rather than being replaced by AI, we actually have a key role to play in shaping how it's used and understood.
Exactly. And documentation is a critical part of that. AI systems are incredibly complex.
Yeah.
Users need clear, concise, and accurate information to understand how to use them effectively and safely.
It's like trying to use a smartphone. Without any instructions, it would be impossible.
Precisely. And with AI, the stakes are even higher. We're talking about systems that can have a profound impact on people's lives. Your role in documenting these systems and making them understandable is essential.
But this is a lot to take in.
You're right, it's a rapidly evolving field, which is why continuous learning is so important. Staying ahead of the curve means embracing a growth mindset, being curious, and being willing to learn new things.
It sounds like technical writers and IT professionals are going to need to adapt and learn new skills to thrive in this AI-driven world.
Absolutely. The future of work is all about adaptability and lifelong learning.
This has been an incredibly insightful conversation so far. I feel like I have a much better grasp on where AI came from, where it's heading, and most importantly, how it relates to my own work.
Good.
Is there anything we should be thinking about as we continue exploring AI and its impact?
Yeah, one thing that often gets overlooked is the human element.
Okay.
It's easy to get caught up in the technical details, but ultimately, AI should serve humanity.
Technology should work for us, not the other way around. That's a really important point to remember.
And it leads us to another crucial consideration: ethics. As AI becomes more sophisticated, we need to be mindful of its potential impact on society and on our values as human beings.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like that saying, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes,
AI is a powerful tool, and we need to use it wisely.
exactly. And that responsibility falls on all of us. Technical writers, documentation specialists, and IT professionals, you have a crucial role to play in ensuring that AI is used ethically and for the benefit of everyone.
Okay, so far we've journeyed through the history of AI, from ancient myths to the deep learning revolution. We've explored the potential impact of AI on our work and the importance of adapting and learning new skills. We've also talked about the ethical considerations and the need to ensure that AI serves humanity. What's the one big takeaway you want listeners to remember as they continue their exploration of AI?
Don't be afraid of AI. Embrace it as a powerful tool, a partner, and a challenge. Be curious, be adaptable, and be willing to learn and grow.
Don't be afraid, be empowered. But it also makes me wonder about the role of human expertise in this AI-driven world.
That's a great point. While AI can be incredibly powerful, it's not infallible.
Right.
Human oversight and expertise remain absolutely essential.
Yeah.
Think of it as a collaboration between human intelligence and artificial intelligence.
A partnership, not a replacement.
And don't just focus on the theory. Think about how AI can be applied in your specific field.
Whether you're a technical writer, a documentation specialist, or an IT professional, there are AI tools and techniques that can enhance your work. I'm starting to see how our role as technical writers and IT professionals becomes even more critical in this AI-driven future. Our source for this deep dive, Curt Robbins, senior technical writer. He's got an amazing resume. Thanks for joining us today on this deep dive into AI. We hope you found it insightful, inspiring, and maybe even made you think a little.